like a fool, treat me mean and cruel. Oh yeah, but love me, yeah. Hey, well, it's March 13th. Doing a little research there because a lot of the times when I do my live shows, I get a lot of people asking for Kevin Mitchell. And they're like, hey, hear about Kevin Mitchell? You know about Kevin Mitchell? Kevin Mitchell's awesome. Awesome. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to check out Kevin Mitchell. I'm going to check out his May 15th fight with Michael Katsidis. Not only am I going to do that, but I'm going to break the fight down, break the fighters down, and then give my prediction. Okay? So, here we go. First I'll break down the fighters, prediction, you know the deal. First one we're going with is Michael Katsidis. Katsidis. He's 26-2 with 21 knockouts, 70. It's a pretty high knockout ratio. When you look at this, he is a very good slugger. He's a brawler. He's very aggressive. He's always coming forward. He throws his looping punches. He comes in at you. You're in for a fight when you're fighting Michael Katsidis. Nickname's the Great. Now I'm going to leave that for Devon Alexander. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing that out there. He's known for the fighters he's lost to. The split decision with Diaz, some could argue was a robbery, and his TKO loss to Joel Casamayor. Now the Casamayor fight, say what you will, but in that 10th round he was on Queer Street. Dude was out of it. I thought it was a good stoppage by the ref. There's no need for him to take any more unneeded shots because unfortunately with him, he is open. His D is being able to dodge and slip shots while he works in to throw his looping shots because he's maybe a 1-2 puncher. There's really not a lot of combos coming out of this man. He has the superior competition compared to Kevin Mitchell with just even those two fighters. He's big, he's solid, he's 150 pounds on fight night. I know he's only fighting in 135, but to go up to 150, that is a huge weight gain for someone that size. I mean, when you start talking over a 10% gain in size, that's 10%. Yeah. Big gain. He's not active enough when he's in the ring. He's not throwing a ton of punches because he's always looking to slip in, get in, throw that big hook or something of that nature. Holds his left too low, and when he bends over, he's actually looking down at the ground. Not a good thing. When a man bends over, when you're coming forward to somebody and you bend over, you've always got your eye on the man. You never take your eye off your opponent. That's the worst thing you can do. And you don't even want to blink when you're in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He's not a speed fighter. He doesn't have lightning hands. They're not coming out at you at 90 miles an hour. You see the punches. Can you block them? He's willing to mix it up at any time. As I said, he throws the looping punches. He's very open for the straight shots down the pipe. When he comes in, if you're fine because his hands are here. Well, they're kind of down here. Anyway, he's open for straight shots down the pipe. When he gets wild, because he can lose his patience and start trying to swing wild and go in, defense, you might as well throw it out the window because it's gone. And we found that out when we saw the Casamayor fight. He came in and he got starched with that left and just, apparently he owed Casamayor some money because he got spanked in that round. He has a good chin, but it's not great because he takes a lot of punches. He's willing to take two to give one. Kind of that Arturo Gatti kind of feel. A little bit. He can't box like Gatti could. He can't forget that. He can't box like Gatti could. With all that, now we're going to switch over to Kevin Mitchell. 31-0, 23 knockouts, 74% knockout ratio, up-and-coming fighter. You look at he had the good win over Prescott, but the verdict is out on Prescott. If you're a good boxer with good power and you have a good chin, you're going to beat Prescott. He can't. You get past the 4th round with Prescott, his main power is pretty much gone because he just tries to knock you out. You know, there's nothing special with that. Young for his experience, only 25 years old, with 31 professional fights, 144 rounds. Either way, that's a lot of fights for somebody that's only 25. But when you look into that, you got to get deeper into it, and you know how I like to break a fighter's past down. 13 of the 31 fighters had a losing record fighting him going into the fight. Now, there's other fighters out there that have had 18 fights, and every one of his opponents have had winning records. So just throwing that out there for you, because I'm talking about his competition now. 2 of those fighters that did have winning records went on to perform horribly. Like one of the fighters went 7-22 after he fought Mitchell. So those guys, there were a couple other bums, and then one guy dropped to 500. So you're looking at 16, and another fighter also lost 5 of his last 6 fights. So 17 of his 31 fights have come to fighters that are now at 500 or below 500. Take out of it what you can. Looking at him, because I watched a couple of his fights. There's not a whole lot of film on him, at least on YouTube or other places. Maybe I should go to Sato Boxing, because they got a lot of nice stuff there. He drops his left when he throws his right. He drops his right when he throws his left. These are not good things. But he is active. He has really good head movement. He throws nice combinations. And his D, when he's not throwing the punches, is pretty good. It's only when he throws his punches that he becomes really open on his thing. He works the body. He's got good speed. As I said, he throws the combos. He's got a nice 1-2 going on there. The KO win with Mendoza, he really caught him on a multiple combination thing. He threw the right hand, starched him, came with the left uppercut, pop, and then came over kind of like with a hook, but he was going down. So because he throws the combinations with power and they land, those are pretty devastating shots. And I think this bodes well for him, and because he gets in and he gets out as well. So that bodes very well for him going up against a pressure fighter like Katsidis. Katsidis being open, the fact he puts his head down a lot, I see the uppercut playing a big part into this fight. And Kevin Mitchell's ability to get in, get out, keep his distance, and he has good power. He has a lot. His power is much better than the baby bull Diaz has. It's much better than Casamayor's. So when you look at this and the power that he has, it's going to play a good effect with Katsidis. Katsidis swells up, looks bad. I see this as being like a 10th round stoppage, just like Casamayor did with Katsidis. Katsidis will lose his patience because Mitchell's not going to get in there and fight a puncher's fight with him. He's going to fight his own fight, and it's going to be the right fight. And I believe he wins, again, by knockout, 10th round. Okay, so there you go, my little breakdown of Kevin Mitchell and Michael Katsidis. I don't know what I'll call this title. I don't know if I'll say, will the Great One, or will the Destroyer do something great? I have no idea. That sounds like a porn title. I'm not going to use that. Okay, well anyway, you all have a great day. This is Big Ragu. I'm out.